Okay, so hello everyone. So in this video, we will see why or when not to use Python. So in last video, we saw how great Python was and the advantages of Python and which scenarios, what gave it edge over the other programming languages. It was easy to understand the code as well, right? And in this video, let's quickly go over some disadvantages that it has. So first one is Python is slower compared to C++ and Java, etc. These kind of languages, because Python is interpreted language and it executes everything line by line. So this is one of the problems with Python. So in those scenarios where you want your speed is everything for you, then in those scenarios, Python may not be the best choice. Okay, so moving on, Python also has higher memory and power consumption. So this is also one of the disadvantage of having Python. So in those scenarios where in your application or in your product, memory and power consumption is of highest importance, and you don't want to, give away so much memory and power. So Python may not be the best option for you. Third one is probability of runtime errors due to dynamic typing is much more. It can lead to confusion. Okay, so this is the scenario. Okay, to understand this, let's go back to our demo part. Well, in the last lecture, I showed you A is equal to 5, B is equal to 2.5, right? And we saw the product was 12.5. So it was expected, right? So this was one of the simplest examples of dynamic type. So now A is 5 and okay, now let me make A is 2.5. One second. Now let's see what is the value of A. Now let's run this one. And you'll see it took 2.5. It means Python does not, it didn't get any error, when we were assigning an already assigned variable to another value, right? So Python allows this. And if it allows, so it will always have the latest assignment with it, right? So 5 has been replaced with 2.5. So see, if this is just 2 or 3 lines of code. Suppose there are 1,000 lines of code and you have variables where you have assigned so many things, and by mistake, if you have assigned something, a variable with the same name with other value, it might break in a big. So in such scenarios, the code has to be tested thoroughly or in runtime errors. Okay. So now coming to the fourth point, Python is not preferred for mobile development as it is weak in mobile computing. Instead, languages like Java is more suitable. So yeah, this is also one of the drawbacks. So that's why you won't see much mobile development happening in Python. It has certain limitations with mobile computing. Okay, so now moving on to the next point, Python is also not preferred for low-level programming. Like you might have seen in low-level programming, C. C is used, widely, and C++ is also used widely for low-level programming. So Python is also not preferred because it is not that efficient in interacting with the hardware. Right? Okay, so the last disadvantage is Python is not used for DB access in big enterprise. Yeah, this is also one of the big disadvantages when we are talking about the DB access layer. It's the Python's DB access layer is considered inefficient and it is not suitable for Python to deal with very complicated data sets. So these were the few disadvantages of Python. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.